Cool. Right. So how did you find me as a director?
You were immediately like so well organized. We love that. We really did. You brought structure where like we couldn't have at all.
I thought it was really important the way you looked at the script and you looked at what you could do, what you couldn't do, and you made that executive decision. And you didn't dance around too much. And if you're like, we can't do that, it's not going to work, and you were just like, well, then this is the best decision. I thought it was so important.
Yeah.
Like that you made strong decisions, you stuck with them. As a director.
From an actor's point of view, because obviously you were in it, so...
Alright, I feel like you should have said no more.
Okay.
I feel like that's something you should have done. You were a bit afraid of doing that, I feel. But
In
I
what
thought,
specific parts?
I felt
Or was
like,
it just like overall?
overall, like, I know you had some trouble with like some of the members of the other members of the cast who were like speaking up, and it was like, you did say no, of course,
Yeah.
like, but I feel like that's something you could have been a bit stronger on.
I think towards the end I was started to.
Yeah, as it came to the crunch, definitely
Yeah.
cracked down a little bit more.
Yeah.
But that was like fine. Like you knew exactly what you were doing.
Yeah.
I thought you were good directing me as an actor. I felt like you gave me a direction. You like told me to like play up, play down, find the peaks and valleys within the text itself, like which was definitely important to do. Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah. And then from writer's point of view, obviously. Both of you.
I agree with James. The first point he said, you cut a lot of text, which like is good that you just went for that and you weren't afraid to step on our toes.
Yeah.
I put in a lot of very difficult stage directions, and with like our budget and stuff, it wouldn't have worked. And you weren't afraid to say like, oh, would you mind?
Yeah. I think that's where I got my ideas from Sarah Kane. Like adapting it to something a little bit more minimalist. I don't know if that's actually a word. So like it was an impossible stage direction, but it was at the same time, if you worked around it, it was manageable.
Which I liked the fact that nothing was like pretending to be anything.
Yeah, like the green flame. Like how the hell were we gonna do that?
Yeah, but it worked because it wasn't pretending to be.
Yeah.
Something was good. It still had that distinct feel. Like we wanted it to have like the glowing of the lights and still had that vibe. It didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
The part about the story that made the story, which was just like awesome.
Yeah, the most important thing was that sort of mystical feel, that element of fantasy, and I think you stuck to that very well. You took it in your own direction, but you kept that atmosphere.
Yeah, that was a big thing for me. I needed the atmosphere. Otherwise, like when you guys came in when I set up everything, I needed that because it helped me as a director to understand the world that you were expecting, but then also gave me an advantage for the audience to know what it felt like, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing for me, trying to set the ambience, as we would put it, to create this world that you had written down on a piece of paper. Like it was hard, but when you start writing your ideas down, then you start to understand that this could work. I think it was very, like, I think the whole play would be quite heavy, like lighting, just to set the scene more than anything. But I think it works. Like, I think that's all you would need is light, and then just like we played with, like the blocks and the fire. That's technically, I think, all you would need. It's like quite minimalist when it comes to set, but lights, I think it would need more. From me approaching the text, it took me a while to get my head round because of all the words, but I got there in the end. But what it was so creative. It allowed me to have creative flow. Like, it wasn't real, which is great, because I couldn't have been wrong. Do you know what I mean? Even if I was wrong, like, deep down, from an audience point of view, they don't know what that world is, do they? Whereas if, for example, if the play was about, I don't know, chainsaw massacre that happened like whenever, people be like, no, that's not what happened. Whereas with this, it was like it's not a factual story, so you're able to be more free with it. So that's what I liked about approaching your writing. It gave me spiritual freedom, definitely, and also like having a play with it and just having fun. I had fun doing your piece, and I was really apprehensive about it because you two are quite like firm and like quite, I don't know. I don't like your silences. Like we've already spoken about, I don't like silence, and like I was very like scared about approaching that, and I was like, okay, let's see how it goes. But I enjoyed every minute working with you guys. It was actually awesome, and just loved the writing as well. And I'd love to put it on and do more, especially the next story, because after it finished, I really wanted to be like, oh my god, what happens next? Like that's how I felt at the end of it, which was good. And I got a couple of responses back saying that's how they felt as well. Like they wanted to see more. So,
how do you feel about the scripts, like the limited amount of characters in the scripts, like directing that, using the space with those two characters, just two characters?
I think, I don't know, because you guys still filled the space, and like I think if the actors are strong enough, they'll be able to fill the space even if it's two people. And because of the stories within it, it's not boring. It isn't just two people on stage, because you're immersing yourself within the stories whilst these two people are on stage. So I think it would be nice if you had an ensemble like the sprites, because then you can form more structure within the stories. So you can create more characters without them even being written in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think that would be a nice approach towards it if you were to carry it on and decide, right, I want to put it on. Like, I think that there's not just two characters in that play. There's a hell of a lot more. Because you've got stories, like, especially in The Mood That Jan, there's already two more characters. In the story of the Dancing Bear, you've got the village people, you've got the Dancing Bear. Like, that's what, five characters.
Yeah.
That's what you've got to think of. Yeah, you've written the stories, but there's a lot more characters within those stories. It's not just the old man and the sprite. So you sort of created a massive play without even realising. Does that make sense? So I think it's not just two people. It's more, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll both need a copy of that, so you'll have to whiz it through the photocopier upstairs with your student card. Just put it in the top and you'll both be able to have that.
You might want a copy as well for your evaluation. Some of it's pretty vague, some of it might be useful. Hopefully it will.
You got the right one?
Yeah, you did. It's just got your other cast as the picture.
Oh, I see. Fair enough.
Right.
Yeah.
One more thing I want to say, as like not as a performer, as just a writer, and being in the rehearsal space with you, I think you took on like my points and my little sort of like directions really well, but like made it very clear that you were the director, which I liked.
Okay.
I like
Alright.
that.
I thought I gave like quite a nice little. Everyone's cool. Everyone's chill.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, I felt like you were the voice, you know.
So
if I had an idea, I
So I was like,